welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. How's it going? I hope I'm good. My name is Charvaun Shana, the Shana Belle. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today we'll be doing another pick a card reading, and today's topic is your life in a year from now, or what will your life look like in a year from now. So without further ado, I will have the photos pop up for you to meditate on, and you can pick the pile and the piles I call to the most, and I'll see you in your reading. So pile number one, if you picked a photo of the YouTuber Aaliyah's face in Paris with the Eiffel Tower in the background, then this is the reading for you. So Lord Heavenly Father, please tap me into pile number one's energy so I may deliver these messages that are my opposite position. And I see truth, put it all in harm to none, Lord. Amen. Okay. So from looking at the picture, in a year from now, you would be very well traveled and or traveling a lot and have a lot of plans to travel to make this manifest in real life. Book some flights, book some trips. If you have been thinking about whether or not you should book that trip, if you should book that flight, buy that flight, yes you should, girl. You are meant, excuse me, in a year from now you are meant to either have traveled to multiple places and or travel. One of the places could be Paris. That could be a sign for you that you might have always wanted to go to Paris and you just keep holding yourself back, as in putting yourself back in a sense of, okay, not actually doing it, hoping and praying that the universe will just do it for you. This is your sign. The universe is trying to get you to do so. So do that. Book that flight. It doesn't necessarily have to be Paris. It could be in Europe. It could literally be anywhere. But your sign, this is your sign to travel. You need to travel more. Okay, I literally got in an argument with my boyfriend the other day because I was saying how not traveling holds you back. It hinders you because it makes you lack worldly experiences and world knowledge. You literally gain wisdom from traveling more because you get to experience different cultures firsthand without having to listen to other people and other people's opinions, because a lot of people's opinions are biased. Okay, I've traveled outside the country multiple times in my whole life. I've been traveling outside the country. They be trying to insult. I mean, America does be doing dumb shit. I'm not gonna hold you, but not everything in America is bad. But I think that also depends on what tax bracket you're in social class you're in. So actually I didn't take that into account when we had an argument, but like that too, okay? But anyway, that's not the point. The point okay, also in a year from now, if you do social media, right? If you do social media, you're going to be very successful. In a year from now, your social media will be monetized. You'll be making a good income, a very comfortable. If you're already earning money off of social media, then you will be able to sustain your lifestyle off of just social media. If you haven't monetized your social media yet, you at least will monetize it within a year from today. With that being said, use this as motivation and confirmation that yes, you should stay consistent. Yes, the ideas that you have to put out, you should put it out. Okay, when you watch tarot readings and if they say these things to you, that doesn't mean that, oh, I can do absolutely nothing and it's going to occur. Maybe sometimes that could happen, but the chance of that happening is very slim to none, especially if you have nothing out at all. That doesn't really make sense, now does it, right? But that doesn't mean that reading or that message can't be for you, because if you have that inkling that, oh, I should be posting, then this is your sign. Yeah, you should be posting. If you had inspiration and creative ideas that you want to put out, but you've been scared and hesitant to do so because you're like, oh, what if nobody likes it? This is your sign. Put it out, because even if only one person sees it, that one person can gain something from it. And how you know that one person isn't Oprah? There's literally a story of somebody he was posting on YouTube and his videos would get like 7 to 70 likes or views, right? I think it was like 7 to 17. I think his average was like 17 views, and one of those 17 people was Oprah Winfrey, and he ended up being hired by Oprah for his work because Oprah found his stuff and liked it. You know, you don't need 1,000 millions of views. You just, honestly, it actually depends on what it is that you want in life. But sometimes it's really just, you just need the right people to find you and not necessarily a bunch of people find you, right? So keep that in mind. You should be posting consistently if you're not. But yeah, we're gonna get into the cards. It's so loud outside. Let me post it. Because they just be so loud. Okay. We're going to start off with the Practical Self-Care Oracle deck. I was going to start with Tarot, but I was drawn to this deck. So we're going to start off with here. This might end up being a long reading. We'll see, because I do plan on using multiple decks, because high key is a lot of information that I'm trying to gather. So you might hear voices because somebody's going to be coming in to bring in some furniture, so they might be talking in the background. What is pile number 1 left in a year from now? What's pile number 1's left in a year from now? Okay, glow up, period, and speak up. Glow up. So it says, take a day to spoil yourself. If it makes you beautiful, then do it, period, and speak up. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. I'm gonna pull my card from this deck. Declutter showed itself. I'm not gonna take it though because I don't like the way it came out, but you might need to do some decluttering. Okay, we just got 2 cards. Escape materialism. Shift your focus away from material and develop it in a healthy inner world. And release doubts. You've been here before. Trust yourself and believe in your own strength to own your life. Okay, bottom of the deck we have meditate. Quiet the mind and let your soul speak. Okay, so in a year from now you are going to look even more gorgeous. You're going to be spending a lot more time investing in yourself, your appearance, and your own self-care. You're going to feel a lot more comfortable doing the things that feed your soul and makes you feel more beautiful, more important. Like, yeah, like make you actually, you're gonna be doing things that make you actually feel like you are the main character of your story and you are the most important person in your life, because you actually are. Okay, however, sometimes we put other people before us or put other things and outside factors before us. It could be like work, school, job, which is work, but you know what I'm saying, like it could, or like relationships. It could be things that you have implemented in your life that cause you to stray away from you putting a lot of time and attention into your own self in your life. However, within a year from now you're going to find yourself again and you're going to go back to being yourself. You're also going to, like I said, glow up physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You're also going to learn how to speak up more. So that is including, that's like going into when I'm saying if you have creation, content ideas, art ideas, like if you have inspiration for type of content that you want to put it out. Yes, you might be a little scared and hesitant because you're like, oh, what if no one likes it? What if no one agrees with me? What if like I get a bunch of hate for saying the things I want to say? But that comes with the territory, that comes with life, that comes with speaking to anybody. There will always be people who disagree with you, and to be honest, who's to say that their opinion is more important than yours? Majority of America, I really do believe that Donald Trump cheated and hacked the system with the people he had, you know. Well, anyway, I don't think he actually won like fairly, but it shows that majority of the people in America voted for that, right? So people, I mean, so and now majority of people are saying that they're disagreeing with what he's doing, they're unsatisfied with what he's doing. So just because the majority thinks something doesn't even mean that the majority is right. Stand 10 toes down on your beliefs and what you think. Speak your mind. Say what you want to say, because maybe your perspective can change the majority's mindset to believe something differently. Be open to speaking your mind and talking your shit, actually. Yeah. Okay? Escape materialism. You're going to value, like I said, travel. You're going to be valuing a lot more. You're going to be valuing things that have a deeper meaning and more of an impact than just mundane materialistic things, just like trends that's going on and things that's not going to even matter. And a year from now you're going to understand where to really invest your time, your energy, your money, your things into, and not just buying things willy-nilly. Maybe even stepping away from fast fashion and starting to invest in things that last longer, so you don't have to go shopping or care about what's the material stuff in the material world as much. You could also, even especially if you're like new to spirituality, be escaping the matrix within the next year or so. What your life will look like, you know, in a year from now. You won't even have to really focus on what's the material things. Personally, I still love material things, but is it my main focus all the time? No. However, if I don't go shopping for a long period of time, I do get depressed and it does become very noticeable. So yeah, we're speaking up. After I record this reading, I'm going to record a haul because I went shopping today. Shout out to my boyfriend. Appreciate him. Thank you. Love you. But yeah, I did go shopping. Got a few things, like a few essential things. So I'm going to be recording a haul for that. So if you would like to see that, make sure you are subscribed to my channel with the bell notification on to be notified every time I upload, including that video. Okay? And releasing doubt, you're going to be a lot more sure of yourself. You're going to be a lot more confident within yourself. That comes from, 1, your glow up. 2, speaking up and speaking your mind. 3, no longer really having to depend on material things. Because from living like seeing the world and care, when you care about material things, when you don't have everything in the world, it can make you feel a little insecure because you look at what everybody else has or what you see on social media, and then you start to feel like you get that FOMO. You get to feel like you're not doing enough or you don't have enough and you need more stuff. Like, you don't need everything in the world. You don't need designer stuff. You don't need a Birkin bag. I would love a Kelly, and you know, a Birkin would be nice too, you feel me? But I don't have one. Do I feel like I'm not worth anything because I don't have one? No. You don't need those things. Are they nice if you have it, you can afford it? Yes. Are they necessary? Are they needed? No. There's more important things to focus on before you focus on those things. You don't focus on those things until you can easily pay for that stuff and it's not even really hurt. It don't even make a dent in your bank account. That's the only time it really makes sense, right? Okay. So, but we're gonna go to, I think I'm gonna pull from the Angel Answer card. I also want to pull from the Starseed article and the Numerology deck as well. Let go. There's stuff you're going to have to let go of within the year. Whether it's jobs, relationships, perfect timing. So I feel like you're going to get everything you want exactly when you're meant to have it. And then we have yes. So if there's something you need clarification on, or something you was asking about, the answer is yes. And look for a sign. I was telling you this is your sign, right? Oh, okay. Okay, this is your sign, okay? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pull from the Starseed oracle as well. And then we're gonna channel some more messages for you. His family's here to drop off his bed frame because his dad goes from his bed frame. I should probably go say hi. Oh my gosh, we're 12 minutes in already? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Okay. What does problem 1's life gonna look like in a year from now? We have deep cellular healing, Atticus energy, physical and emotional healing. One more from here. And then we have Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. Bottom of the deck, we have you got the love, Hydradian energy, codependency, boundaries. And then since we're here, I'm just going to pull from the Numerology deck as well in one go. I'm going to pull one card from here now. Make it good, guys. Make it good. Get some message across. What part of one's life going to be looking like in a year from now? What's part of one's life going to be looking like in a year from now? Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Didn't I say that? Well, I didn't say luck is on your side, but I said you're going to get everything you want. And it says a time to give and take, new moon and Virgo, which also is today. Okay, so like I said, in a year from now, so basically now leading up to the year, and what in a year from today, what your life will look today when you're watching this, right? What your life will look like, what you'll be doing, things like that. You're going to be letting go of a lot of things. You're going to be purging a lot of things. You could be new, like just having a spiritual awakening or going through a spiritual awakening right now. Okay, so right now you're going to be purging, letting go of a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of places, a lot of experiences. Get into shadow work if you haven't been doing your shadow work, and healing your shadow, healing your inner child. If you don't know what that is, I believe I do have a video up on that. You can look at my playlist where it's Manifestation 101, Spirituality Manifestation 101, or SAM 101. and I think I did do one on shadow work, so check that out. Yeah, but from you doing that, and I think this is all going to be happening at the perfect time. You're going to see a lot of signs and synchronicities within the next year or so, especially as you get deeper and deeper into your spiritual awakening. In your spiritual journey, you'll see a lot more of these synchronicities. You'll start to understand the signs and the synchronicities a lot more. And as you do these things and you recognize the signs and you listen to your angels and God and your spirit team, you will get more, you'll feel a lot more lucky, right? You'll experience a lot more miracles. And honestly, miracles is when preparation meets opportunity. Right, so make sure that you are taking the time. That's where perfect timing comes in, because if you get an opportunity before you are personally ready for it, it just goes to waste, and then you start to regret all the choices that you made because you didn't make the right choice at that moment, because you wasn't ready for that opportunity at that moment. You wasn't ready for that blessing at that moment, right? So make sure that you are consistently concentrating on yourself, focusing on yourself, focusing on your self-growth, focusing on your healing and your healing, your growth, your development, right? Because then when you get put into places and rooms and you receive these opportunities, then you will be prepared, and then you will receive a miracle. Because like I said, miracles was when preparation meets opportunity. We're going to pull from the tarot deck to end off. This is the Lycia tarot deck, and we'll pull from here to end off your reading. We're 15 minutes in, which isn't bad. It's not bad. I did expect these readings to be longer than my usual, which is usually around like 10 minutes. So like 15 minutes is not even that far. So, and I would do once my last final is tomorrow. I have 2 finals tomorrow, so once that is over, I'll be able to do longer readings for you guys. And I think I also want to do like collective readings and things like that. But I do have to study some more for my exam tomorrow, which is why I'm like, but I was supposed to post yesterday, and I didn't. So I wanted to get this out regardless for you guys. And I already have all the content, like the bare minimum content. So like once every Sunday, I have that planned out for next month already, for the month of May. And then also I might do like extra content in between. We'll see though. So where is pile number 1 going to be in a year from now? That's pile number 1 going to be in a year from now. We have the Chariot, Cancer energy. The pile number 1 going to be in a year from now. We have the 6 of Wands, period, Leo energy. Okay, we have the 2 of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, but I'm getting more Capricorn energy from that. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And that is a beautiful way to end off for this reading. Okay, so this last year, you're gonna see a lot of growth. Like this next year, I mean, you're gonna see a lot of growth. You're gonna see a lot of things changing for you, and it's gonna be happening really quickly. You're gonna have things that just pop up in your life, and it's gonna be great things. It's gonna be amazing things. Like you're probably gonna get like whiplash at how quickly things are changing for you for the better in this year. It's gonna be consistent from this year, and then by the time a year from today actually arrives, you're gonna look back and be like, oh my gosh, so much has changed in my life. Like so much has happened. You accomplished so much, you achieve so much. You're going to be in a completely different place. And a year from today, you are going to feel as if you have again achieved so much. You're going to feel a lot more confident in yourself and a lot more confident in your life and where you are in life. This is actually a message I'm hearing, so don't be upset, but especially if you want to continue this, if you want to ensure that this happens, make sure you subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on, and make sure that you are binge watching my content and actually absorbing and listening to the information and advice and guidance that is being given to you in the readings. Don't just listen to them or just watch it out of like because you're bored. I mean, yeah, you could do that too, but even if that's what you decide to do when you're bored, do actually take in the information that you are gaining and what you're getting from the videos. Because if you just listen to it without actually doing anything, then it's not going to help you. But then again, mind you, 90% plus of the actions we take a day is based off our subconscious mind. So if you listen to my content and you keep hearing different things, or listen to my subliminals, things like that, and you keep hearing the same things over and over again, your subconscious mind will get reprogrammed for what you should be doing in your day-to-day life, and then you will end up doing different things for your day-to-day life that will lead to you having a better life. Okay, with the Two of Pentacles, in a year from now, you are going to have financial ups and downs, right? As in, you won't always be at your wealthiest. However, even at your lowest, you will still have more money than what you have now. So, for example, you within this year, you invest a lot of money, you save a lot of money, you open a high yield savings account if you don't have one already, and if you do have a high yield savings account, you put money in that. You have a Roth IRA, right? You put money in that, you max it out, right? You didn't have that before, or even if you did, now you have more money in it. And you don't touch that money. You don't take any money out of that. So even when you're living life and you have no money in your checking account anymore, you have no more spending money, we're gonna wrap this up because they hammering shit. Even if you have no even if what is he hammering? I thought he already built it. Okay, even if you have no spending money, you will still have all that money you have saved up. So, oh my god. Okay, we're back. Even if you have no spending money, you still have all that money in your savings, in your Roth IRA, and your investments, all that stuff. You might even buy a house before the next year is up, right? So then your wealth is more, but you're spending, there's going to be times when you have money to spend, other times when you don't, you know? And sometimes you just have more money to spend than other times. Also, you could be getting like a lot of sponsorships, and when you get sponsorships, then you have a lot more money than when you're just making money straight off of like your creative funds and things like that. Some sponsorships will be more than other sponsorships, and so on and so forth, right? You will have better months than other months, but even on your worst months, you will still be very comfortable, very happy, very successful, still living a good life. Yeah. Pound number one, those are your messages. I hope they resonated. I'm sorry about all the noise in the background. If it did resonate, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know which part you came from and how it resonated. I love to read your comments. I love you guys so much. Even if it doesn't have anything to do with the reading and you just want to tell me something, leave it in the comments. I love you guys. I love when you guys comment me. Y'all be gassing my head, and I appreciate it so much because that's a Leo. We love that. But yeah, I love you guys. Check out the description box for any information you might need from me. Follow me on all my platforms at Charvaun Shana. Subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on so you be notified whenever I upload. Okay, I love you guys so very much, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You guys most definitely changed my life for the better. I have people I can talk to about things that no one else will understand or care about, whatever the case is. So I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. Y'all my besties. Y'all my best friends, honestly. Oh wait, I do have one best friend, Sasha. I'm sorry, Sasha. Sasha's my best friend, and then y'all all come after. I can't have her upset. She don't be watching my stuff like that, but sometimes she do. But I can't. She is number one. I love my boyfriend too. But aside from that, I love y'all. Y'all my day ones. Y'all my ride or dies. I love y'all so very much. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye. Pile number two. If you picked the photo with of the recording studio, then this is the room for you. So Lord Heavenly Father, please tap me into pile number two energy so may deliver these messages to them with accuracy and precision, honesty, truth, put it all and harm to none, Lord. Amen. Okay, so for pile number one, I started with the self-care practical oracle deck, and that is what I'm going to do for this pile as well. If you ever see cards that you like and you would like for yourself, then check out the description box because I always link in the description box. But yeah, so Lord and Father, what will probably the two's life look like in 1 year from now? So this is basically what you should be doing from now until a year for your life to look like. Set whatever is destined and fated for you. So it's what your life will look like in a year with guidance to get there. What will pile number two life look like in a year from now? So looking at the photo, if you do music, I can see you being very into your music, like very committed to it. Whether you are recording music, you already been recording music, you start releasing your music, or you released it and now you're like performing, You could be going on tour for your music, but I see you being very, very passionate and very involved in the music industry, and or you could be doing like podcasts, podcast, or like vocal training. You could also be doing like voice acting, but things where basically your voice plays a big role in it. You could also be like a audio engineer, a producer, things like that, where you have to be in like recording studios quite often. You could be an RNA or like a scout. So say you like scout and do like RNA work and things like that, then you would A&R work. Then you would have found a really big artist to what's the word? To represent within a year from now. We're gonna pull from, like I said, the practical self-care article cards. We have validate your past. You did the best you could. Feel and empathize with your past, not judge it. We'll probably choose like look like in a year. Release expectations. That goes a lot with the first card. Do not focus on the money aspect of your dreams. Abundance will come at the right time. And then change a bad habit. Kill a bad habit. Drinking, overeating, or anything else not serving you. Pull one more card because probably won't come out with 4 cards. Ritual. To experience the magic of life, you must first practice it. Bottom of the deck, we have celebration. Good times come from hard work. Time spent in good company. Okay, so in a year from now, you will have come to terms with your past. So in your past, you could have had a lot of setbacks or a lot of doubt in yourself. You could have been holding yourself back a lot based on the fact that you felt as though you would not be able to achieve the goals you had. So you had a lot of self-doubt, you had low self-esteem, you had like things telling you self-doubts and self-blockages that was causing you to feel as though you're not enough and you're not good enough, and you know, whatever the case is. Like you had shame around it, you had a lot of shadows around your dreams, and a lot of shame around your dreams and aspirations. You will be releasing that within the year. That comes from releasing expectations. A lot of times we go and chase our dreams and things don't work out exactly how we planned it to work out, or it doesn't happen as quickly as we want it to, or it doesn't exactly look the way we want it to or envision it to be. That doesn't mean it's not working. That doesn't mean you're not on the right path. That doesn't mean that things won't change for the better for certain things. It just means that you have to change your, like, maneuver and or shift your plans and your expectations for it to align with what it is that what your reality is, your current reality is. And I'm not saying that in a sense where it's like, oh, this is your reality, this is the reality of the situation, and you can't make a difference or a change for yourself. But no, look at what you do have, look at the reality that you're living currently, and then look at what changes and shifts you need to make in order to actually create the life of your dreams, to actually get the things that you want to and achieve the things you want to achieve. Change your bad habits. You're going to be releasing a lot of these self-doubts. You're going to be changing your day-to-day life. You're going to be changing your habits that you have, right? And the bad habits don't necessarily have to be overeating, drinking, overeating or drinking, or like doing drugs, things like that. It could very well just be the fact that you wake up in the morning and you want to lay in bed and scroll on TikTok for 3 hours before you actually get up and do anything. And then when you do get up, you just get up and go into your living room and watch TV all day and not actually do anything. You're gonna, like, say you want, like I said in the beginning, like I feel like you was drawn to the picture because you are meant to do music and you are drawn to that. So instead of spending every day just watching TV or like scrolling through TikTok, or just drinking or eating and not really putting any effort into your dreams and aspirations, you'll start to put more energy and focus into it. You'll be in the studio more. You'll spend a lot more time writing music. You'll spend a lot more time networking with other artists and creatives and other musical artists, right? You'll spend a lot more time, maybe you stop eating and drinking so much so then you can get your body looking right, improve your physical appearance, improve your health, things like that. Right? And then we have ritual. To experience the magic of your life, you must first practice it, right? Rituals don't necessarily have to be like witchcraft. A ritual when you do your hair, when you wash your hair care routine is a ritual, your skincare routine is a ritual, your makeup routine, those are all rituals, right? So you need to spend more time focusing on the things that you actually want to achieve in life. So that's what you're going to be doing in the next year. So in a year from now, you're going to be well within you're going to have changed your habits for it to be more aligned with the life you want to live, right? A lot of times people try to manifest, or like people think that like, oh, they can't have their dream life, but it's like, maybe everybody is capable of having their dream life, no matter where you come from, what you come from, your background. Is very much so, are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to stay consistent? Are you willing to keep going even when the things get rough, right? When times get hard, you have to continue to keep going. And once you continuously practice these rituals, it will become second nature, and your day-to-day routine, your day-to-day tasks that you're used to doing, it becomes your natural habits of you doing these things. So if you're used to going to the studio, then even when you're bored, you're just gonna think, oh, I'm gonna go to the studio. Plus your friends are you're gonna end up gaining more friends that goes to the studio. You're gonna gain friends that are entrepreneurs and audio engineers, and within that realm, within the entertainment industry, within the music industry, things like that. And then those will become the natural people that hit you up and you hit up. And then the type of things that y'all do to hang out and such like that will be things that align with your music career, right? There was a day when I literally I went to get my nails done, and I went to IHOP to get some food after, and the server who was serving me, he asked me, he was like, oh, do you model? I was like, yeah, I do model, yada yada. He ends up being like a photographer and a choreographer. So now he's choreographing my song for my music video, and then also for my performances, and he also throws parties and such like that. He wants me to perform live my music at his parties, right? So it's like, as you change your habits, you will attract differently as well. So within a year, you're going to be in that mindset, in that space, and within that realm, that industry, where you will be attracting people that's like that aligns with the actual dream that you have for yourself. I'm gonna pull from the angel answers. That was 8 minutes away. How does that, I swear, when I only want my video to be 10 minutes, it takes so long to actually happen. And then when I'm just like, it just doesn't matter, we're just gonna talk, 10 minutes come and go so fucking fast. Let me not criticize, but what problem 2 life gonna be looking like in a year from now? Romance, period. Okay, period. First of all, that means, nah, he has to be back by now. There's no way he was gone for 8 minutes. That don't make no sense. We have trust. I don't know. So that peaceful resolution. Okay, bottom of the deck. We have within the next few months. Okay, period. Okay, so you could have been very focused on like your love life and neglecting yourself in the past, and you need to forgive yourself from that. You could have chosen love or chosen your partner over yourself, and there was reason to that. Trust that. However, forgive yourself from that. It's okay to do that, but we're not doing that no more going forward. No matter what, we're focusing on ourselves and our dreams, and preparing and like getting ourselves ready for the blessings that's going to come, because blessings and miracles come when preparation meets opportunity. So make sure that you are prepared for when you get the opportunities to, when people come up to you and they're like, oh, like, are you a model? Like, do you do music? Things like that. And that's what you do, and that's what you want to do. Make sure that you can have work to show them. Or when they say, oh yeah, they want to work with you. Okay, hey, pile number 2. As you can see, I look different. It's about 2 days later, I think. See, what happened was my camera died in the middle of me recording the last video, and a lot of that footage got deleted as well. And I got busy with life. I had 2 finals yesterday. Yeah, so I finished my last 2 finals yesterday, so now we're here. I'm going to, don't tell anybody this, but I'm going to try to post every single day this summer up until I start back school in August. So hopefully I can do that. I'm not saying it will always be pick a card readings, but I will be posting every day. So you guys will get, again, the pick a card readings every Sunday, so I'm gonna batch record those before I start posting anything else. Batch record those and set them to be posted every single Sunday, and then subliminals will be up every Thursday, and then from then on I'll either do extra pick a card readings, hauls, routines, outfit lookbooks, so on and so forth. I'm collective readings, things like that, but you guys will still get your pick a card readings and your subliminals every Sunday and Thursday at the bare minimum. That I can promise you. Those I can promise you. Everything else is just bonus content. I want to be able to post every day, but then again, life does get in the way. There will be times, like at the ending of May, I'll be moving. So if I didn't already batch record and schedule content to go up around that time, I probably won't do that. There'll be times when I'm going to be going on vacation and traveling again. So if I didn't batch record and schedule ahead of time, then I'll probably be missing dates, right? So keep that in mind. But the goal is to actually post every single day, because I do have goals that I want to reach. Also, I want to make up for all the times that I missed in the last year. I got monetized in December of 2023, I believe, and all of 2024 I barely posted. Very rarely did I post in 2024, and now we're about to be 5 months in to 2025, and I haven't been posting as consistently as I used to. Either do understand that I have been traveling a lot and in college, and so that contributes to a lot of that. So once I graduate, I can be a lot more consistent as well. But the goal is to be able to make a stable income off of social media before I graduate, so I don't have to go work like clock in 9-to-5 job, which my parents keep trying to encourage me to go get a job. And I just quit my last job, and now my mom's talking about, okay, when are you going to get a job? I just quit my last. Can you give me a second? You know how I hate working. You know how that hurts my mental health. Okay, right now I would rather than work a job. Please give me a second to have the will to live again. Like, please, okay? Anyway, I got completely off sidetrack. But we are going to start your reading again. Like I said, a lot of the content a lot of the footage that I recorded previously was deleted, because it does that whenever it cuts off because it died. It deletes the content, the footage of the last thing that was recorded. So I'm going to try to reiterate the things that I said that you didn't see. So I don't know if you saw, but I pulled from the Angel Answers Oracle deck. So we had Romance come out, we had Trust come out, and we had Peaceful Resolution come out. Then I pulled from the Starseed Oracle deck. So we had the Whale and Arca Elders, Share Your Song, Frequency of Sound, Diving Deep. And we also had Breath of the Cosmos, My Will to Thy Will, Micromanaging the Universe. And then we have Expect Powerful Change, New Moon and Eclipse. At the bottom of the decks, we had Within the Next Few Months for the Angel Answer Oracle. We also had All Paths Lead Home, Inner Authority, Intuition, Turn Your Gaze Within for the Starseed Oracle deck. And then for the Moonology deck, at the bottom of the deck, we had Communication is Key, New Moon, and Gemini. Okay, so basically what your message is that what was I getting? Okay, so in your past you could have sacrificed a lot of your time, energy, effort into making a relationship work, or like your main focus could have been love. So you could have watched a lot of like love readings and things like that, wanting to see what would happen, wanting to know what would happen in your love life. But then they would be like, oh, you have to focus on yourself first, heal yourself, yada yada. You didn't want to hear that. So you end up in these cycles dating guys who were not your soulmate, who was not your twin flame. There'll be false soulmates, false twin flames, there'll be karmics, and they will cause you a lot of trauma. They'll stray you off your path. Then you will end up breaking up with them and come back on your path. And then your tarot readers would just be like, oh, those are just lessons that you had to learn. Well, not lessons you had to learn, but I mean, technically lessons you had to learn. Because if we're telling you something and you don't take the advice and you go and decide to do your own thing, then clearly there's a lesson there that you still need to learn, right? If you're being told, or if God is trying to get you to focus on yourself, focus on your career, focus on your dreams and your aspirations, and you're creating the dream life that you always wanted to have before you end up in a relationship, just so you can have these things on your own, so you can have that confidence within you later on in life and not have to be like, oh, all these things came to me because of my man. You can say you achieved all these things by yourself, and then a man came along and added to it, right? So because you never was able to learn those lessons, you have to keep repeating the lessons, right? But that's okay. It's okay. We all been there, you know. Not all of us, but it happens. Because I'm a big advocate for, you know, while you're waiting for the right one, don't forget to have fun with the right ones, you know. Just don't get caught up in it. Just don't forget what it is that you're doing with your life. Don't make them your whole life. Don't make them the center of your universe. Don't make them the main character of your life. And that's what you've been doing. You gotta release that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Because they're not. I promise you, they're not. They're not. They're smelly, dirty creatures. Don't do that. Okay? Please. Anyway, I just, like, in the next year, I'm gonna need you to really focus on yourself, focus on your dreams and your aspiration, and do what you gotta do in order to create the life of your dreams. Okay, you need, because these cards are showing that you don't even have to wait the whole year, right? Oh, this was another message. Some of you guys, it will be a year. Shut up! Oh my gosh! Like, okay, some of you guys, you won't even have to wait the whole year in order to start seeing the results and living your dream life. Some of you guys will start today or have already started, and within the next few months you're going to see a drastic change, a very powerful change that will completely change your life, because you already locked in, and this video is just confirmation. So within the next few months you're going to see that change, already living the dream life, and within a year from now, you're going to be set within that life. That's going to be your lifestyle now. It's not, you would have already gone through that stage of being in awe of the life you live, and then within a year from now, you're going to be in that place in your life where the new lifestyle that you have is now the norm for you. Now you're just like going through life and you already know what it is. You know, it's just easy for you. You're going to be going on tour. You're going to be getting a lot of people request, like if you do music, right? You're going to be performing a lot of places. A lot of people are going to be requesting you to perform for them at their parties. You're going to be getting paid for these performances. You're not going to really have to do networking anymore. People are going to want to network with you. Okay, there's a good chance you'll get discovered and you'll get signed. You're going to be making a lot of you guys are going to be getting a lot of big brand deals and everything like that. Not brand deals. What is it called? Music. You're going to get signed to music labels, right? And getting those type of deals. I mean, brand deals too. You know, some of y'all could be like starring in commercials or shows and getting huge sponsorships. And when I say huge sponsorships, I mean like $1 million sponsorships or hundreds of thousands of dollars for one sponsorship. You know, so make sure you are locked in and you're putting in that work and you're staying focused on yourself, because it is coming. It is coming. Okay, it is coming. Just wait on it. Not even wait on it. Just keep your head down. Keep focusing. Make sure you keep putting your art out there for people to see, and make sure you're promoting it. Make sure that you're going places and you're performing. Make sure you're doing what you know you need to do. Okay, don't be lazy. Don't have that self-doubt. Release that self-doubt and know what it is that you need. Like, know what you need to do, because regardless, it is your destiny. It is, and I know you know that. Which one has intuition on it? Oh, the bottom of the deck, all paths lead home. Like, yeah, that's one. And then authority, intuition, like, I know you know that this is for you. It's just you keep doubting yourself. And stop listening to other people, because other people's life aren't even one where you want it to be, and two, they don't believe in themselves. They don't even want to go after their dreams because they're scared that it won't work out. They're living in fear, and then they're trying to put that on you as well. Don't listen to that, because they're trying to micromanage you when they're not even living up to their full potential, and you're trying to live up to your full potential. So allow yourself to reach your full potential without letting everybody around you try to hinder your growth because they're scared. Like, you're already scared enough, you know. So it's just like, don't don't listen to the naysayers, because they don't know what it takes, because they were never able to do what it takes to get to where they wanted to be and fulfill the purpose that God had for them. We're gonna pull from the Lightseer's Tarot deck to end off the reading. Before I do that, I'm going to pause the video, delete some footage because I'm about to run out of space, and I'll come back. Okay, back. Okay, so what is Problem 2's life going to be looking like in a year from today? There's way too many cards. Ace of Pentacles. It's so loud. Oh my god. I do live in DC. I live in the city, and I'm on a main street. So Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're gonna be working real hard. And let me tell you, when things start to pick up for you, when things pop off for you, that's not the ending. If anything, that's the beginning. You have to do a lot more work once people are depending on you and expecting things from you than when you can just do it willy-nilly. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups, and then we have the Justice card, so Libra energy. We have water energy, we have a lot of earth energy, so Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and then we also have Libra energy. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I'm gonna put it up right so I can like see it. Yeah, you're gonna be begging for a long time. So if you feel as though you spend a lot of time alone right now, please understand, enjoy it. Enjoy your me time, enjoy your time alone, because that's not gonna, in a year from now, that's not gonna be the case. That's not, especially if you are somebody, if you actually sit down and do the work, right? In a year from now, you're going to have to be around people basically 24/7. Like, think about if you're going on tour and you're in a tour bus, you're going to be around people 24/7. You're not going to be alone. You're going to have security. You're going to have your paparazzi. You're going to have paparazzi all the time. You're going to have groupies whenever you go out. You're going to have fans whenever you go out. You're going to be having to sign a lot of autographs. You're going to have your team around you all the time. You're going to be the team in your band that you're traveling with, all that stuff. They will also be in the tour bus with you, your manager, your A&R, like all that stuff. You're going to have a lot of people around you all the time. So enjoy your alone time. Enjoy your alone time. I do see love coming in there. So in romance that come up early as well. So you could very well end up in a relationship, a very stable relationship with your soulmate after you put in all this work. After the money comes in, after you keep your head, even after the money comes in, and then you have to double down, because now you have to do all these shows and you have to travel all these places and you have to do all this work, whatever the case is. Now then, that's when love's going to come in. Like, once you're already established once you become a celebrity, that's where love's going to come in. Okay? And honestly, it could be somebody from your past, somebody who's always been there for you, or it could be somebody new who's on the same level of where you came from, of where you are now, where you are heading, right? Yeah, like I also want to touch on the fact that it is going to take a lot of work to get to where you are going in this next year. This next year, you're going to have to put in a lot of work. You're going to have to sacrifice a lot. You're going to have to spend a lot of money. But this is an investment with a way higher ROI, return on investment, than what you're putting in. So I don't know if you need to like work a job in order to invest all this stuff, to get this money to invest in it, or you're gonna have sponsors or whatever the case is. But it is gonna cost a lot of money. You're gonna have to invest in yourself. However, you're also going to get a lot more money in return, and it might take some time in order for you to get that money back. However, you'll see little bits and little bits coming in, start trickling in, and that's planting the seeds. And then once you see that little bit of money coming in, invest that back into your career, and then you'll end up with more. Okay, that is compound interest, right? So I mean, it's like a sort of compound interest. That's not exactly what compound interest is, but kind of. Okay. Right, and like I was saying, I touched on this before, but once you make it, like say for me, for example, when I first started doing social media, it was a lot less work than what I have to do now. Because once you get into Creative Fun or the YPP, whatever the case is, that's like the easy part, because like I said, no one's actually depending on you. I could go years without posting and no one would care. I can go months without posting, no one would care, no one would notice. Once I have thousands of people following me, thousands of people expecting to watch my stuff, expecting me to post, now I have to stay consistent. If I don't stay consistent, then I lose followers, they get upset, people are disappointed. Now there's people depending on me and looking forward to my content. Same thing. Also, I have to like improve my skills. I have to continue to improve my knowledge. People are depending on me, looking to me for guidance. And who's gonna look for guidance for somebody who's dummy? Who's gonna look for guidance from somebody who don't have nothing going for them in their life? It don't make no sense, right? I have to go to school now. You know how many schools I've been to since I started doing social media? I went to aesthetic school, I went to art and engineering school, I did like online classes, and now I'm at Howard University, about to graduate. Next year I'm graduating, which is like official. Like I could have graduated after next semester, but I'm not even gonna stress myself out and try to do that, because I can't even walk the stage if I graduate in the fall. So I'm just gonna push it between 2 different semesters and have 2 light semesters instead of 1 really like hard semester. Yeah, but regardless, it's not about me, right? Okay, so at the end of the day, everything with the Justice card, everything will be worth it. Everything will pay off. You will get everything you ever hoped of or you ever dreamed of, what has been rightfully owed to you. I feel as though there has been a lot of times when people try to destiny swap with you, when people try to block your blessing, people have put hexes and curses on you, and I'm not saying this as fear mongering, because again, what is for you will be for you, but when people do that, it could very well just delay what it is. But if, like, do your prayers, do your protection spells, walk around with your obsidian and your black tourmaline and all that stuff. Protect yourself, because I'm letting you know, I'm letting you aware that there are people who put hexes and curses on you and evil eye on you, walk around with your evil eye protection as well, because people try to destiny swap with you because they see the potential in you, they see the destiny that you hold, they see the power that you have. So make sure that you're protecting yourself and don't just walk around willy-nilly thinking and be naive, because I'm not trying to put fear in you, but I'm being so real with you. This is a real thing, and people do it, and it's a lot more common than you would think. Not everybody let people know that they're into the spiritual stuff, that they're into the witchcraft. Not everybody lets everybody know that. People used to get burned at the stake for people knowing that they did witchcraft, right? So it's been instilled in us to keep it a secret. So y'all don't even really know what the shit I'm doing, right? So make sure you keep yourself protected, because what is for you is coming for you. And there's nothing anyone can do to stop it. However, people can delay it. And if you don't want it to get delayed for another year or so, then make sure that you are protecting yourself. Be smart about it. Stop being naive, okay? When you're that girl, there are people who are going to hate on you and want what you have. And it's really just that simple. And they will fool themselves into believing how they deserve more than you. For why? All they did was hate, right? There are people who are also there who will love you. You have a lot of, like I said, you're gonna have a lot of fans. There's gonna be a lot of people who want you for your autograph. A lot of people who want pictures with you. There's gonna be a lot of paparazzi chasing you, all that stuff. A lot of people want to see you win, even if it's just your team who want money off of you as well. They want to see you win. So if anything, focus on the people who want to see you win, but don't forget about the people who want to stop what is for you. So don't forget that you still have to protect yourself regardless, okay? But I'm gonna wrap up this reading. It's getting pretty long. Oh, I've only been talking for 8 minutes in this video. I don't wonder how long the other one was. And anyway, but yeah, guys, that was your messages part number 2. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know which part you came from and how it resonated. Also, you can just say hi, let me know what you're doing in your life, just update me, all that good stuff. I love you guys. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel with the bell notification on, so you know whenever I upload. Like I said, I'm going to be a lot more consistent now since I'm not in school, because I'm hiring myself to work for myself, self-employed, full-time this summer, and hopefully even after the school year starts. That's why I was like, okay, we'll just split it up to have 2 calm semesters so I can have a lot more time to myself, right, to work. Yeah, check out the description box for any information you might need from me. Follow me on all my social medias at Charvaun Shana. I'm going to be consistent on all those as well during the summer. I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Also, if you want to purchase any of these decks, they'll be in the description box as well, so check that out. We use the practical self-care oracle deck, the Angel Answers oracle deck, the Star Seeds oracle deck, the Moonology oracle deck, and the Light Seers tarot deck. Yep, I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, pile number 3. If you picked a photo of the couple and their engagement photos, then this is also marriage photos. No, I think it's engagement. And this is the reading for you. So Lord Heavenly Father, please tap into pile number 3's energy. So may deliver these messages to them with accuracy, precision, honesty, and truth for the good of all and hunted unknown. Amen. So look at the photo. You guys can very well either be getting engaged in the next year, or married in the next year, or end up with the person that you're supposed to marry or going to end up marrying in the next year, within the next year. So honestly, all of that can happen. You can end up meeting a person, dating, and then engage within the next year, and then planning your wedding. If you guys don't want like a really big wedding, you could even end up marrying in the next year. Personally, I'll do a big wedding, so I won't be able to get all that done in 1 year, unless you got big money. Big money. Because it ain't gonna be cheap, let me tell you that. Okay, I'm a rich person, you know. Well, what's gonna be happening to my pile number 3s in the next year? I might end up pulling some romance cards for you guys, which I didn't do because I need them to focus on their career, their life. Okay. With you and your partner, I feel like you guys want to be partners, even within the. I feel like you guys are already established in your world, in your career. You guys are earning good money on your own. You might even own your own house. You know, like you have things under your belt. You have good savings, a huge savings. And this isn't true. Then pick another belt, but you're already living your dream life and you're good. You just, you know, the only thing left is your man, you know, getting married, settling down with somebody, starting a family. So that's another thing that could be happening in a year. You could be starting a family. But like, let's get into the articles. We have nutrition. Your body is your temple. Try changing eating habits. We have fuck, be nice, but not too nice. Not everyone deserves your kindness. And then we have just be. Allow yourself to be. You do not have to prove a damn thing. Confidence will flow into you when you are divinely you. And then we have faith. Remove the doubts and questions. You are ready to step into your blessings and claim what is already yours. Okay. Final deck, we have change a bad habit. You guys need to change your eating habits. Because why nutrition come out and then this come out as well. Kill a bad habit, drinking, overeating, or anything else not serving you. Okay, so I can see you guys losing a lot of weight in a healthy manner from you changing your eating habits and deciding to eat healthier, and that will make a huge difference for you guys. Also, I see you guys being more selective about things. So maybe one of the things is about, like, if you are planning a wedding, you know, you can't invite everybody. People are going to be upset the fact that they're not going to be invited. Not everybody deserves to be there. You might have to, like, be realistic with yourself and really say, like, okay, are these really my friends? Are these, like, really people that I want to be in my corner? Do I really want to be this close with them? Like, do I really want them to be the godparents of my children and things like that? You know, do I really want them to have a say and be a part of my life and when I settle down and have kids? I think you guys are moving into the next phase in your life, and as in the next phase in your life where it's like more grown, mature, where you're actually, like I said, settling down, getting married, starting a family, moving into your house, all that good stuff. I do want you to know that a lot of this stuff is just going to be happening naturally. You do have just be and have faith, so it's really just going to be smooth sailing for you. You don't really have to do much. I feel like you already have a really good handle. I mean, they did say change your bad habits, but I'm getting, like, I feel like you guys had changed your bad habits, and if you haven't, then you need to do that, and then that will help you just easily attract everything that you need to, that you want in your life. Maybe it's time to stop going clubbing as much and stop drinking as much, and then you know, be more calm. I hate saying this because, girl, I really like clubbing, but I love going out to eat and getting drinks and like going to like lounges and rooftops and such like that. Rooftop lounges and having drinks. Drinks. Also, I love like hosting and having like drinks. So maybe that's like what it is. It's like changing how you live the life that you live. Like, no one's saying you can't have fun no more, no one's saying you can't go out anymore, but maybe you need to change where you're going. Like the dive bars, the young clubs and things like that. It's time to elevate. It's time to upgrade yourself. And when you do elevate and upgrade where you're going and the things you do, you will also elevate and upgrade the people that you run into and you meet at these places. Yeah, you know, maybe you want to go to like a speakeasy or a museum. Go places where, you know, maybe you do like to go drinking, you like to go with your friends and have a good time, whatever the case is, but you can go to different type of establishments that still do that, right? Movie theaters, you can get drinks and food at movie theaters nowadays, you know, which is actually, I love movie theaters like that personally. But yeah, also eating healthier. Fix your eating habits, because you're gonna lose. Weight loss is 80% food, 20% working out. So you can lose a lot of weight just from changing how much you eat, even if you don't have time to go work out. And I put that in quotations because you always have time. It's whether or not you want to decide to put in the time. Because also no one is even saying that you need to work out every single day. You can work out 2 days out of the week, 3 days out of the week, you know, but at least 1 day out of the week, be so for real. Or going for walks, getting 10,000 steps in, like, a day. If you get 10,000 steps in a day and then eat healthily, you will lose weight. So it's like your body will be T. You can lose weight easily and then your body, and then maintain after that as well. Like, there's no excuses. And I'm saying this as somebody who takes a bunch of classes and works at the same time, and then still does social media. I find a way, because I really refuse to go above a certain size. So once I see myself creeping up there, whatever the case is, I lock in. I'm running out of space again. Give me a second. Okay, and we're back. We're gonna pull from, actually, I think we pull from, yeah, we're pulling from the Angel Answer Oracle deck. If you want any of these Oracle decks that we're using today, check out the description box because it will be linked there. What is problem with 3 life going to be like in a year from now? What is problem with 3 life going to be okay. Look for a sign. In the near future. Improving health. Yeah, this is about your health. That's really funny. That wasn't the intention, but honestly, you might want to join like a running club or something like that. Join a gym, start going to Pilates or something like that. I feel like when you out doing something that's like related to your health, that's where you're gonna find your man. Or they're saying to like get your body ready and get a tea for your wedding day. Because you know we all want to look our best on our wedding day in our wedding dress, so we can look good in our photos and everything like that. Bottom of the deck is don't stop, and don't stop. Like you're gonna once you start working out for like a consistent week, consistent month, consistent 2 months, 3 months, you're gonna be like, oh, my body's T and whatever, and you're gonna feel like you don't have to continue doing what you're doing. Don't do that, because then you're gonna gain all that weight back, or it's not gonna. You know, you can still look better. There's people, I be like, oh, I want to lose weight, I need to work out, and people be like, but you look so good. Okay, but I can look better. But I can look better though, you know. So it's just like, and that's not even self-hate. Like, yeah, I know I look good. Body T, facts. You know, ass fat, waistline, you know, waist not existing. titties sitting right, you know, real big, you know, I look good. Yes, we are aware of this. However, I can look so much better. This is me at like, I'm gonna say at my worst, because if you saw me last year this time, that was me at my worst. No, this was, and also still then people still was like, my body, I still look good, right? But I can look so much better, and that's why I continue going. Like, I'm still getting into the swing of how consistently I work out. Like, and that's what I'm saying, how there's no excuse to not work out. There's no reason why you can't work out. Maybe you can't work out as much as you would if you wasn't working and if you wasn't in school, or if you was like, you know, but you can always find a day or two out of the week to get extra steps in, go for a jog. You know, you can be laying watching TV and then start doing some sit-ups, or get up and do some squats. You know, you can always find some time to do some type of workouts. No one's even saying you have to go to the gym, which is a 15-minute drive from you, and spend an hour or two working out. Like, no, you can do a quick 10-minute at-home workout in your living room. It's not that serious. Get some type of movement in, right? You can do a quick Pilates on YouTube. You can do a 30-minute Pilates or yoga, or even like, you can look up any type of workout on YouTube and do it. Any length as well. If you only have 5 minutes, okay, cool. If you only have 10 minutes, okay, cool. If you have 20 minutes, if 30 minutes, you have an hour, you can look that up on YouTube and follow it. If you don't feel like doing all that, laying down on your couch watching TV, okay, quickly start doing some sit-ups. Quickly start doing some bridges. Glute bridges. These are literally things that I do to make sure that my body always stays right and tight, okay? And it works. It works. Something, you know, it works, okay? Yeah, I think this is a huge sign about your health. So there's some people who really do need to get their health in check. Some people might be like pre-diabetic or something like that. Some people could also be like being real reckless when they go out and drinking, you know, having a lot of one-night stands, or, you know, sleeping around and such like that. And I'm not judging anybody. However, it could be it could end poorly, especially if you're doing things wrong. You're not like wrapping up and such like that, or making the person wrap up. You can easily, like, you can get something, and that's not good. Well, I'm gonna say, like, you don't want that, right? So be careful about that. Take your health into account. If you've been doing that and you haven't been getting checked, then go get checked. Is that inside or outside? Oh no, that's outside. That shit is huge. What the fuck? That's a bee. That's a bee. But bees are a sign for wealth, I believe. Wealth, teamwork. Messages of impossible dreams coming true. Period. Bumblebees are amazing significance and quite incredible. The overall meaning is they are messengers of impossible dreams coming true. And that bumblebee wanted to be seen. My blinds are closed because the sun was too much, and the shadow was showing through. And then once I actually opened the blinds to see what it was, it flew away. So, well, it like was there for a little bit, showed itself, and then flew away once I stopped looking at it. So yeah, community, brightness, and personal power. Okay, so you do have impossible dreams that are going to be coming true. So that could again be part of the reason why they want you to be so be such a stickler about your health. You can have like huge opportunities coming in for like modeling, acting, music, if you do music, social media, whatever it is that you do. I do believe a lot of my followers are artists. So an artist as in like you be content creator, singer, rapper, you know, do music, do acting, do modeling, but you like be creating things. You be putting out content, you put out art, right? So in the near future you will be getting a lot of opportunities, and you need to prepare for it. Don't stop chasing your dreams and everything like that. Even after this love comes in, still continue to focus on yourself, focus on your dreams and aspirations. Your partner should be encouraging you and supporting you in this career, and not taking away from it, not distracting you from it. Okay, they should be helping you stay healthy. They should be helping you improve your health and everything like that. It's time to get serious. It's time to double down. I feel like you guys are somebody who's been doing this for some time, and it's time to marry the game. That could be why the picture was like of engagement and marriage and things like that, is because it's time to marry the game. It's no longer just like for funsies. It's not just for whim. It's not really just you dreaming about it and hoping for it. There is time. It's gonna come. Like, that's why the bumpy showed itself. It is time for, like, it's time for your the dreams that everybody thought was going to be impossible for you to come true, and prove everybody wrong, including yourself. Because I know you doubted yourself at some point, and you need to be proven wrong that it's not a whim, it's not an impossible dream, it's not something crazy that will never happen for you. It is going to happen for you. It is meant to happen for you, and it will happen for you. It is happening for you. So double down, stay focused, okay? And do keep in mind everything I said before that as well. Okay, so we're going to pull from the Starseed Oracle. Like, it's time for your, like, your body got to be tea. And I'm not saying it has to be tea. And I'm not also saying, not saying it has to look a specific way. But it's time for you to have your dream body, because you're going to be other people's dream body. And that does play a huge role in people's success. I'm not going to hold you. You know how hard it was for Lizzo to actually have, like, a lot of people don't fuck with Lizzo just because of her body. And then she started to lose all that weight, and look what happened. Ice Spice, when she lost all her weight, guess what? A lot of people stopped fucking with her because they were only fucking with her for her body, which also I do not like. But then again, she started like, rapping about poop and farts. Like, be so fucking crazy. Like, anyway. What will power number 2's like what will power number 3's life look like in a year from now? We have cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Okay, and then we have lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Bottom of the deck, we have you're not for everyone, embrace your weirdness, face your true north. Okay, so this is giving me, I'm going to pull from Numerology deck as well. We have prosperity lies ahead, new moon and Taurus. And then bottom of the deck, we have meditate and contemplate, new moon and Pisces. Okay. Okay. You're gonna have some hard times. There are going to be times, like if you're somebody who is performing and such like that, there's going to be times when the crowd's dead. There's going to be times when you're being booed off the stage. There's going to be times when people are basically insulting you. People are ridiculing you for your body, things like that. So that's going to be like your rock bottom and everything like that. However, understand that that's just people. People are mean. You're not going to be for everybody. Not everybody's going to love you. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to like the way you look. Do what you got to do in order for you to love you, no matter what. That's one of the reasons why they're being very stickler about your health and eating healthily and working out and things like getting rid of bad habits, so you can look a way that you're very confident within yourself. So when you get all this attention, when you get all this distraction, and you have all these haters that's paying attention to you now, and as your fan base grows, so will the haters. Let your haters be your biggest motivators. Honestly, your haters are what's going to help you go viral as well. So, because they're still going to be commenting, they're still going to be sharing your stuff, they're still going to be looking you up and trying to figure out and follow what you're doing, everything like that, right? But as long as you're confident within yourself and you love who you are, you love what you see when you look in the mirror, all that stuff, then it doesn't really matter what anybody else says. So please remember, so keep yourself healthy. Keep yourself looking the way you like to look. you're gonna also get an inside scoop, like first person experience, and like, what's the words, I don't remember, I don't know how to say these, but basically you're gonna be able to, the veil will no longer be there. Like, the veil will be lifted for you personally. You're gonna see behind the scenes, behind the stage. Why? Because you're going to be the artist now. You're gonna be the act. You're gonna be the main act of the shows and everything like that. So you're gonna have the first you're gonna have a personal glance, a personal experience of what the average human being, the regular civilian, they only see the act, they only see the performance, right? Unless you buy like the tickets for backstage passes, but even then you don't really see everything. You just see what people show you, right? Like when you're preparing for a show, a lot of people don't see all the work that goes into it. They will see, again, maybe the artist post like when they're in the dance studio, when they're in the music studio, when they're like setting up the stage and things like that. But that's still only small snippets of what the whole thing takes. Even Beyonce's homecoming movie on Netflix, where it was like 2 hours long, she was doing that. She was rehearsing for days, for months. It took a long time, and they had to compress it into only 2 hours long, if even. My nail is gonna break. So it's like you're going to now be that artist that sees all of it, because again, you're the one who's doing it. You're the one planning everything. You're the one who's practicing. You're the one who is going to be the visionary. You have to let people know what it is the vision that you have, and then other people is going to be the ones to bring it to life for you. We're gonna have to wrap up this reading because I'm about to run out of space again, and I can't delete any of this footage that's on this anymore. How long is this video? 14 minutes? And plus what I had before. Yeah, these videos are getting long. Okay, we're gonna pull from the Light to Your Tarot deck. Prosperity lies ahead. That's self-explanatory. Like I told you, you're going to be successful. We already know this. You're going to be selling out shows. You're going to be selling out stadiums. You're going to do a great job. Okay? You're going to be amazing. And you're going to be making a lot of money. The Emperor, right? And the Ace of Cups. People are going to love you. They're going to love you. People are going to look up to you. People are going to look for you for guidance. And as a role model, think about most celebrities. People look at us for, as a role model. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Fool card. You cannot reverse. That's Pisces on Aries energy. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Also cannot reverse. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. So, quick synopsis, because I have 3 minutes to do this and the outro. So, you went through a lot. This has been a very long road for you. You had to start, there was probably a point in your life where you had to like cut people off, or you had to start keeping things to yourself. You couldn't tell anybody about your business and everything you're doing, because if you do, then you're getting evil eye, people's hating, people trying to steal your destiny spot with you, put hexes and curses on you to block your destiny, block your blessings, things like that. You have to break free of that. You're true to this, you're not new to this. You've been doing this for some time. That's why the Fool card came out in reverse. You have been doing this for some time. You're not a novice at this. You know what it is that you're doing. You are highly protected by your spirit team, by God, by your angels, all that good stuff. You are highly protected, and you know what's best for you. You know what you have to do. Don't doubt yourself. Keep going. Okay, believe in yourself. Believe in everything that you feel within you. You have this, you've been shown certain things for a reason. Okay, you have these gifts and talents and this drive for a reason. So keep going. And I understand that some days you're gonna feel like you're not seeing any change, or there's nothing happening. However, you come so far. You came so far. Like, think about where you used to be a few years ago compared to now. Like, you're just, when things aren't moving very quickly at the moment, it's very much so just because it's just enjoy where you are now. Enjoy the growth that you had, right? It's the preparing everything for the next they're preparing the momentum for the next stage, the next level. So there's many times when things look very stagnant in my life, and then I have to keep going, and then okay, boom, then you get you see the progress. Like, think about flowers. When you plant a seed, it takes a while before you can see the growth, because the roots have to be planted, the roots have to grow first, and then you see a little stem, a little seedling, and then it starts to then the flower starts to grow. Like, if you're in college, you start college, you have to go 4 years before you can graduate and get your degree. So yeah, understand that things are working out for you. Just give it time, keep going, and you'll start to see growth. Then it will be stagnant, then you'll start to see growth, and then it's be stagnant. When it feels stagnant, keep going, but then maybe also add and implement some more stuff into it, so you can also try to get more education in something, try to improve certain skills. Use the time of stagnancy as a way to improve yourself and better everything that you are doing and everything you're working on, and educate yourself to learn more about what it is that you're doing. And honestly, there's always like plans and ideas and things that we have that we want to try out that we are too scared to do while we're in that growth stage. And when you're in that stagnancy stage, that's the perfect time to do it. But those are your messages, pound number 3. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know which part you came from and how it resonated. Be sure to subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on, and check out my description box for any information you might need from me and the links to these cards, these decks of cards. Also follow me on all my platforms at Charvaun Shana. I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Got it done.